Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to Front Row Chaos. I'm your host Travis, and I'm here to explain how to set up a Starlink. It's that new internet, and so I wanted to show you what comes in the package. So you have your antenna, and you have your antenna base, you have your power cord, and you have your modem. And on the bottom of the modem, there are two holes. The right one is the power cord and the other one is the antenna cord. So that goes from the antenna all the way to the modem. Now, what I did is I drilled a hole in my wall that was already there for another satellite that I had a long time ago. So I just made the hole bigger so that my Starlink cable, and this end is the one that'll plug directly into the modem on the bottom. And then I have the other end outside right now. And so I will finish that with a plate and some caulking to make it look a little better. Those plug ends are quite large. So when I had my old cable, which was something like this running through the wall, it didn't make that big of a hole. This was the old coax cable that ran through the wall for the old satellite. And so I had to make the hole bigger, otherwise it wouldn't fit. So that's something you might have to do. This base, I'm going to show you, it comes off by pressing this button here, and the base will come right off just like that. And so it only goes on one way, so if you're twisting it around, it'll go right down in there and lock into place. Super important, this also comes with this little paper that I have here in front of you. I don't know if you can see it real good, but it's just real simple. You hook the antenna up to the modem to power, and then you get on your app, and the rest is done from there. Now I will tell you, don't try to adjust this. This will do it all by itself once it's hooked up. So don't grab it, don't grab it and try to bend this in any way. It does it all by itself. What you want to do though, before you decide where you want it, is you go outside with your Starlink app, and I got on the roof, and you hit select location, and then it says scan the sky. You scan the sky with the phone, and then it says decent location or not a good location. Once you find where you want it, then you say set up at this location. So right now I am running the wire out the house, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Okay, so I'm outside the house, just outside the wall that we were just at a second ago. And I wanted to show you the hole is a little big for that to come through. But I've got it mounted to the wall, and I'm using the old mounts that I had for the old cord that was already attached to the house. And that went up here to that dish right there, which I'm going to remove, and that's where I'm going to put the Starlink, somewhere in that area. This is quite a bit of cable that comes with it. I think I can make it to that spot no problem. It's not too far away, so we'll get back to you in a minute. All right, I got the old satellite dish off the roof. I have put through the hole with the wire for the Starlink, up the wall, over and around the gutter here, and I'm gonna go under the shingle up top, if I can walk, and right to about there is where we're gonna do it. All right, so I had to take several different locations with my phone, and on the app, on the Starlink app, you just hit find a location for this dish, and then you just scan the sky, and it says decent location, sometimes it says good, and sometimes it says choose another location in red. Well, when I was on my roof at this exact spot on the north side, north is right over there, it said this was the best location. but when I did it again, it said decent location. So every place on this roof was a decent location. I chose the highest point, which is right here at the eave, or at the peak, I'm sorry, and that's where I put it. It said, once I said I'm gonna use this location, it said then to plug in the power cords and the cable, which I did. And that plugs into the stem of this, and then you slide the stem into the holder, and then it goes down inside my house to the modem. I plugged it in there, and then I plugged the modem into power. And then I came back up on the roof, and when I first put this up, the dish was almost vertical, like this. And when I got back up on the roof, it moved right when I walked up to it by itself. And so now it's saying it's taken about 15 minutes to get all connected up, and we'll see if that if it does work. Everything I read online said mount it at the highest point you can, which I did, and it said for us in the US to face the north hemisphere, which I did. So I'm gonna see how it goes. I put some Flex Seal. I just mounted it with some lag screws, lag bolts, I guess, and I just put some Flex Seal over it to keep it from leaking. So this is what it looks like, and apparently it moves all by itself, which I saw it do. And I will go back down now and see what the app is saying on the phone. I left it by the modem so it wouldn't lose connection. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, I just wanted to update you now that I am back in the house, and it's been over 15 minutes. The Starlink seems to be working really well. I've already got it a YouTube video loaded up. It's way faster than my other provider that I had before, and I mean way faster. It's that pretty much simple. The biggest problem that I knew that I came across was finding the exact location. At my house, everything was a decent location. I got one time on the app that it was a good location, but most of the time it was just decent. And so I chose, like I showed you in the video, to mount it at the top of the roof. I read several things online that said that's the best, highest you can get it. And so that's what I did. And it seems to be working really well. You can, when you get back in the house and you go to set up your Starlink username, I just put my last name and house, and then I put my password, and it was that easy. And so I'm just here to say that so far, fingers crossed, everything works really well. So thank you for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and you have a blessed and great day, and we'll see you again right here on the next Front Row Chaos.